A blanket for Daisy. A thick blanket of snow covered the countryside, and the engines had to work hard clearing the lines. They were soon back to work, but most engines were complaining about the weather. "I miss my shed," growled Daisy as she coasted down the line. "It's too cold for my swerves." "That'll do, Daisy," sighed her driver. Daisy just kept growling, while snowflakes danced beautifully down to the ground. Neither she nor her driver noticed the tree ahead, bearing the weight of a little too much snow. As Daisy grumbled past, the tree decided to be generous and gifted Daisy's roof with snow from its branches. "Ooh!" yelped Daisy. She and her passengers shivered all the way to the junction. Diesel was waiting for Daisy so he could take some trucks up the line. When she arrived, Diesel couldn't help laughing. "Hello, Daisy. Is that blanket keeping you warm?"
"Oh, be quiet. It's not funny,"
hissed Daisy. "I thought it was," squirmed Diesel.
"Well, you thought wrong,"
Daisy scolded. She carried on grumbling as Diesel moped away. On her return journey, Daisy couldn't help but feel that perhaps she had been too bitter towards Diesel. Of course, Diesel was usually an unpleasant engine and a known troublemaker, but he wasn't entirely evil.
"He is a sensitive sort of engine. It's easy to forget that he does so try to be a respectable one too," considered Daisy. "Sometimes."
She was thinking what she would say to Diesel when they next met, but the cold air was too much for Daisy. She stopped just outside the tunnel. "Oh bother," said her driver. "Let's hope Mrs. Kindly is at home."
"She ought to be. That lady has her wits about her, you know," remarked Daisy.
Luckily, Mrs. Kindly was at home and let the crew borrow her telephone to call the station. Diesel had just finished arranging his trucks when he heard the news. An impatient passenger overheard and immediately went to call for a taxi. "Come along, Diesel," said the station master. "Daisy needs your help." Diesel didn't want to see Daisy just yet, but still he obliged. Daisy waited in silence while her passengers sang to lift their spirits. She was relieved to see Diesel crawling around a curve in the tunnel.
"Ah, thank goodness,"
sighed Daisy. But her troubles were far from over. As Diesel came to a stop at the tunnel portal, a skidding sound could be heard from above. A careless taxi had lost control and skidded off the road into a huge drift of snow. The snow stopped the taxi, but now the drift was crumbling and headed straight towards Daisy. "Ooh, look out!" cried Diesel, who sprung into action. Diesel pushed as quickly as he could and was only just quick enough to save Daisy. The avalanche settled, covering Diesel. Eventually, Toby arrived with some workmen to rescue Diesel and repair Daisy.
"Thank you for saving me, Diesel," said Daisy warmly. "I'm sorry I was so grouchy earlier."
"That's all right. The snow wouldn't have suited your swerves."
"Oh, no," agreed Daisy. "In saying that, I think your blanket would look better on me."
Daisy winked, and both the Diesels laughed.